Hey there, hope you guys are all doing well. So I've been wanting to do this video for a while. This is something that I do quite a bit, and every time I do it, I think I should film a video of doing it. So this one will not be perfect at all. But what it is so Michael Greger, who has the website nutritionandfacts.org, he's written several books. I think his first one was How Not to Die. This is the cookbook that went along with that. And then then he wrote How Not to Diet, and this is the cookbook that went along with that. And he now has a third book that is I believe it's something like How Not to Age or something like that. And his cookbook for that is on pre-order, which I've pre-ordered because I love him and I love his stuff. So, check out nutritionfacts.org, Michael Greger. And what he does is he's a whole food plant guy. He reviews all of the studies and the literature surrounding diet and what is beneficial for you and what's not. And then he kind of congeals that down into a book. Or videos or podcasts or whatever, and passes that information on. But one of the things that he does, and that has come into my awareness recently, is the benefits of oatmeal. Having oatmeal in the morning, and that it has lasting benefits. So it's not like you can eat it once and then expect those benefits to continue. They're cumulative. The goodness of them is cumulative. So he talks about whole oats, using whole oats in something that he calls a broil, BROL, as opposed to bowl, which I can't even say that either. A BROL, which is made up of, and he's got the recipe in here, which is made up of 4 oats, like whole oats. So I cook this quite a bit, and I take it to work with me in the morning. I've made some changes to it though, so I'm gonna just do this real quick for us now. So anyway, so it makes a good bit. I keep it in the refrigerator, and then every morning I get up and grab some and mix it together, and I'm out the door and I stick it in a jar and take it to work with me. But it's basically just a half a cup of each of 4 lentils and oats. So it's a half a cup of whole oat groats. So I had to order this stuff from Amazon because I couldn't find it in my grocery store. Some I could and some I couldn't. But so oat groats, which is the whole oat, it's half a cup of that. And then rye berries, a half a cup of this. And I just got this stuff from Amazon, whatever I could find that was organic. And then a half a cup of purple barley. So heirloom purple barley. And then also a half a cup of black lentils, which are also called beluga lentils. So these have to be cooked separately because they cook much faster. But these other 3, I just put in my Instant Pot. And I put them in my Instant Pot before I go to bed. So it's basically just a half cup of each of these in an Instant Pot. And then I add cinnamon to it and dates and a little salt. Because as you can imagine, it's not going to be very tasty just eating a bunch of oats. So I sweeten it by putting dates in there and letting them cook in there, and then cinnamon also, which is so good for you. I try to put cinnamon in just about everything that I do. So anyway, let me grab a measuring cup. So this is super easy, and that's why I just wanted to go ahead and film the video, because I wanted you guys to see it and to know it's not real clear sometimes in the recipe book, but it's 2 different preparations. The oats take like 30 minutes in the Instant Pot, and then I just cook the lentils on the stovetop because they don't take very long to cook. So, okay, so a half a cup right in the Instant Pot of the rye berries, and then a half a cup of the whole oat groat. This really is good, especially with the cinnamon and the dates in it. And then I put some berries in it in the morning, not banana. I don't put banana in there because I've heard that, you know how bananas brown, that when they're browning or oxidizing, they're actually releasing something that negates some of the benefits of the healthiness that you're getting from the other fruit that's in there. So, oh my gosh, for crying out loud! There we go. Oh, I knew it was open. Half a cup of the purple barley. The purple barley. So, put that in there. And this will last me about 4 days or so. Maybe a week if I stretch it, or if I don't take it to work one morning. So those 3 things, along with 3 cups of water. That's what I thought. Okay, so 3 along with 3 cups of water. So I'm going to, okay, so let me get the water. I use reverse osmosis water. I have a reverse osmosis thing underneath my sink. So I've gotten pretty weird about things in our water that we don't know about. So I just prefer to know that my water is really good. So 3 cups of water. Okay. Now, I add to this, and this is not what Dr. Greger says to do in his recipe, but to this I add some cinnamon, quite a generous amount of cinnamon, probably 2 teaspoons, something like that. Around 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, but you know, to taste, whatever you like. And then I add medjool dates. I'm going to add 4, I think. And let me take the seeds out of these. So I'm just gonna take these seeds out and give them a rough chop. I think I just saw a fruit fly. Ugh. Very possible I've got some. Actually, I think it may be my ginger. Okay, so I'll just give these a quick rough chop. You know, and about sweetening it, I just I think that if it's going to take it being a little bit sweet for me to eat it, then I'll make it a little bit sweet. I had rather eat it knowing that there's a little sugar in it than not eat it at all because of the sugar. So Anyway, that's my personal philosophy. If I have to put a little bit of sugar in it or something sweet in it to get it down, I think it's better that I do that than not eat it at all. Okay, so there's that. And then also, I also add a little bit of salt. I also add a little bit of salt. I use sea salt, this like Mediterranean sea salt, and I was looking at the label of this. This also has magnesium in it. So I know magnesium is one of the things that a lot of times we're deficient in. So I don't feel bad about adding salt to this because of the magnesium. So just a touch, not a whole lot. And then I turn this thing on, and mine has a bean and grain setting. So I just turn it on the bean and grain setting and let it go. And I will even, set this before I go to bed, and then, in the morning it's all set. So there's that. Now, the second part of it, that's the 3 items, right? The oat groats, the rye berries, and the purple barley. So that's that. And of course it needs some cinnamon, but then also there's the lentils. So we need a cup of this after it's cooked. So that's going to be a half a cup of this and a cup of water on the stove. And that's how I do this. So I have my pot here. So we're going to do a half a cup of black lentils. And a cup of water. So a cup of water. Okay. Now for this, I'll bring this to a boil on top of my stove and let it boil for just a couple of minutes or so, not very long, and then turn it off with a lid on and just let it sit. Okay, so that's on. He says, what's the picture? So the directions on here, there are not directions. Nice. Okay. So that's how we're going to cook them. So, okay. So those are going, or the lentils are going, that's going. I won't touch this until in the morning. And then I'll spoon some out, add some berries to it. And if it needs to be a little sweeter, I may add some maple syrup to it as well. And then take some of the black lentils and stir in there as well. And that's what I have for breakfast. And that, honestly, it fills me up until well after lunch. So anyway, okay. I will take some pictures of the end result with both of those. And that's it. So that's Dr. Greer's oat BROL. I don't even know how to say this. Look. So BROL oat, and this is probably backwards. BROL, BROL. Goodness gracious. Anyway, okay, really good. Thanks. See you guys later.